We also heard something walking above us on the third story.
Oh, that's the silhouette that they saw in the window. Before YouTube, I didn't really do a whole lot of traveling, but when I started to get a little bit larger on my gaming channel, I ended up starting to go into gaming conventions, and Penny Arcade Expo, or PAX, was one of the ones that I like to frequent. And I got the chance to go to Seattle, Washington a couple times, and I brought my wife with me. We met friends there, and it was really, really cool. And the last time that we went, there was actually a little bit of extracurricular activities that we got into. Started looking at kind of things to do outside of the convention so my wife can enjoy it too, because she wasn't really into gaming. So we took a look at underground tours. And this kind of entailed a couple of tour guides that led us through and gave us some story and some lore on a few of the old speakeasies and some of the stuff that was underneath Seattle. And it was awesome, man. Even a little bit creepy in there. But I couldn't imagine going through some of these underground passages without a tour guide. Like, it was all lit up and stuff like that. But guys, the age of all of this and just how abandoned it felt was super, super creepy. I've never really been in an abandoned building before, like a large building. I've been in abandoned houses before, and that was really scary. But the abandoned building I'd never really been in before, and that's what it gave me the feeling like. And every time I ever watch any videos about abandoned buildings and hauntings and stuff like that, always super, super freaky. And today I have something special for you guys. It's a reaction video like we normally do, but it's by someone that we've never reacted to before outside of other channels where he narrates stuff. Nightmare Files. I'd been getting a bunch of requests to react to Nightmare Files' channel, and I reached out to him and he gave us permission to do some reactions on some of his content. So make sure to go over to his channel, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and if you like reaction videos, make sure to subscribe to this channel as well. Let's get into the story.
This happened a few weeks ago. I was hanging out with my friend Dustin, and we decided to go explore this creepy old abandoned asylum. It was a huge building, about 3 stories high. We walked past the railroad.
Asylum too.
We then continued to the old asylum. As we walked to it, I looked up and my heart dropped. From the 3rd story window, I could see someone looking down at me and Justin. I stopped and he asked me what was wrong. I told him to look up in that window on the right. He looked up and saw it too. We continued to stare at it for about a few seconds before whoever or whatever it was moved out of sight. We then were deciding if we should still go in. We settled it. It was just some person trying to buy drugs or something.
Yeah, but still, that is not something that you want to deal with, man. Like, so what if it's not a ghost? The idea, I don't know if I would be more scared of somebody that was on drugs or a drug dealer than the actual apparition or something. Honestly, I'd probably freak out for both of them, but hear me out. A drug dealer or somebody that's cracked out in an abandoned building? That spells out trouble to me.
Drug deals and teens were always in there sneaking. We went past no trespassing signs and explored the first level of the building. There was a lot of broken glass and graffiti everywhere. There was this one that said, "I love it when they run." Don't get me wrong, that was kind of creepy, but obviously done as a joke.
Wow.
We made it up to the 2nd floor, and basically the same thing there, except for an old elevator shaft that was cracked slightly open. Dustin turned his flashlight on and put it in the elevator. We saw a whole lot of electrical junk, some dead birds and animals. If that wasn't freaky enough, we also heard something walking above us on the 3rd story.
Oh, that's the silhouette that they saw in the window.
My heart felt like it was about to explode. I had a bad feeling about this, and I told him we should leave.
Yes.
He said, "Nah, it'll be fine." He started walking up to the 3rd story. I didn't want to be left alone near the spooky elevator, so I followed behind him. We had our phones out, taking pictures of all kinds of stuff on the previous floors. As we walked up the stairs, I swear we were being followed, and I told Dustin to hurry up. He went upstairs, and I wasn't far behind. What I saw on the 3rd floor of that asylum will haunt me for the rest of my life. There were pentagrams and animals all over the place.
Oh, no. No, 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 no. We brought the devil into this? That's it? I'm out. Later. Bye. Look, the devil's involved? Nope, we out. I ain't about to get sacrificed over here. I ain't gonna be part of no ritual. I'm gone. Peace.
It smelled awful up there. There were some rooms in the back of the corner. Keep in mind, this is the floor we saw that thing looking down at us from.
Yeah.
We heard what sounded like whispers coming from the middle room.
Oh, no.
We got our phones out and started taking pictures of it. After I got about 2 or 3 pics, I saw a figure step out of the room. My heart was beating so hard I swear it had come through my chest. It was the same person that was looking from the window. Me and Dustin were freaking out, but we didn't dare move. About 10 seconds of staring, and it started sprinting at us, screaming. I took off in a sprint down the stairs, almost dropping my phone. I ran and jumped out of the 2-story window and landed in some brush.
Whoa.
I got up and ran some more before crouching behind some old shed.
Where's Justin?
Then it hit me. Dustin was still in there.
Yeah.
I hadn't even noticed him when I ran down the stairs. I texted him and asked him where he was, but didn't reply. I sat crouched behind that shed for about 3 minutes before I saw Justin sprinting out of that house. I jumped from behind the shed and called his name. He saw me and screamed, "Run." He looked behind him. Then I looked behind him. He was being chased by 2 people. I took off down the road, heading for the railroad. Dustin caught up with me, and we didn't stop until we made it to the tracks.
I guess not.
We jumped in a ditch beside the railroad and looked up to see the 2 people standing at the door of the asylum. They were watching us, but then turned and walked back inside. We ran up to the local burger place and sat down at a booth. Out of breath, we ordered some Sprite and fries. While waiting for food, I asked him what happened after I ran. He said the guy chased him, and he ran down the stairs and saw me jump out of the window, and he ran to the elevator, where he found a small space behind some boxes to hide behind.
Oh, God.
He said after he sat there for a bit, the guy came down the stairs with another person. They were watching to see where we went. Then his phone went off because I texted him. He said they looked his direction and saw him. They didn't chase him down the stairs and out the door. And that's when I saw him and we ran.
Wow.
We didn't call the cops because we didn't want to get in trouble for trespassing. I don't know those guys, and I don't know what they were doing in that building, but needless to say, I don't think me or Dustin will ever go back there again.
No. No. Or any abandoned buildings, man. Look, you don't know if those people were just cracked out or they were doing some sort of rituals or what they were into, but you could bet that even if they were just trespassing there, they kind of felt the same way that you felt about the cops. You know, they didn't want to get in trouble or ratted on. What if they were doing something illegal? What if they were producing drugs? That room that they were talking about, it could have been something as simple as manufacturing drugs, but I mean, what happens, you know? I mean, normally, you would think that people like that would guard this place with guns, but you really have no idea what's going on. And if you see people in a place like this, they probably up to no good. And even though you're curious, a little bit of mischief could have been really, really bad. And can you imagine the text message going through and him hearing it? Y'all, hiding in a ditch scared for your life, never want to be in that position. Stay out of abandoned buildings, man. Just watch videos like this to get your kicks. Hope y'all really enjoyed it, guys. Make sure to go over to Nightmare Files channel and subscribe to him. And subscribe here if you like reaction videos as well. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time.